Hey, hello? Yo, Nicola, what's going on, man? Yeah, I can hear you. Unfortunately. Hold on. Let me unmute. Oh, no, no, they can't hear you. Joe just said that he loves you guys, just so you guys know. He said that he loves you guys. Yeah. Ready for bedtime, but everything just fine. You'd love to see it, Nicola. Well, I hope that you have the greatest sleep of your life. Hey, chat. What's going on? It's your boy.
Hello.
We are
I'm here now.
Can I hear you? All right,
Yeah, I
cool.
can.
You saw me at the Thunderbirds game. Why didn't you say hey?
Yeah, that's all your fault. How dare you not say hi? I'm just kidding.
What's going on? Is it Hasham? Did I say that right? Hasham? You should have said, "Hey, man." It was a good game. That was a fun game, by the way. It's like down to like the last 2 minutes, and then uh, who were they playing? The Royals. The Royals scored like two, and yeah,
The
it was
Royals, the
crazy.
Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The Victoria Royals.
hockey.
Yo, we got you, Soul Deep. We got you, man. Thanks for keeping us up to date on everything Mariners. We're here for you.
That's what we're trying to do.
Thoughts on Aaron Nola? Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
He's number 5 on this free agent prediction list. Chat. We're gonna go through the top 50 MLB trade rumors free agents list and make our predictions. We were gonna go through and make our own predictions and see who got closer, but then they closed their competition.
yeah. So that was really good.
So
Really
yeah,
glad that they closed that. What
loved that.
a week into free agency being open,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
very, very cool, very kawaii.
I think
Yeah,
to just not beat around the bush for Aaron Nola. That's a good contract. Pretty solid. That the
24 and
Phillies.
a half million. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the reports are that he got offered more money elsewhere and took a discount to stay in Philly. Maybe the some of the pitchers for our team can maybe give us a discount like that in the future, like Gilbert or Kirby. That would be super sick. But of course, there's there are other issues and stipulations that go into that I think can help with guys wanting to go back there. But you want to kick us off here, Colton? We're starting right here, right now.
Can I just say, first of all, high accent. I very much look forward to you telling us that all of our free agent predictions are wrong this entire stream.
No, dude, he'll be civil. It'll be fine.
When
Because
is accent ever
hey,
civil?
don't yell at him. The first one, Tim Anderson, is the first one that we were kicking off with a guy that thinks we're gonna sign Tim Anderson on the MLB trade rumors prediction. I think obviously this was made well before Luis Urias trade and other things. So I think this move could have made sense at the beginning of the offseason. But with Luis Urias now on this team, I don't really see it as a fit. 1 year, 12 million. I mean, I think it's a fine-ish contract for Tim Anderson, but Marlins, Mariners, Athletics, there's been a lot of rumors to the Angels as well. And I could see that. I could see the Angels making sense.
Yeah, I my prediction was the Athletics. I think he's going to go somewhere where there's not a whole lot of pressure and try to um, earn back some sort of, I guess, it's going to be try to get a bounce back year for him.
Yeah.
With that being said, I don't think that having Luis Urias should stop the Mariners from signing Tim Anderson if they decide they want to.
Yeah.
Um,
I just think they could get
because
better at that point, but
I think they can too. I would rather have Whit Merrifield than Tim Anderson. So
yeah.
yeah, I think that he probably goes to the Athletics looking for a bounce back campaign on a 1 year deal, maybe not even 12. I think he'd probably take like 7 or 8 at this point after how bad he was. Um,
Hmm.
and I think that it just makes sense for him to want to test free agency again next year. So
Okay. Okay. I'm going to scroll up to the next one, but we'll take a look at chat here for a sec. Pity contract, Accent is saying about Tim Anderson. Okay. I mean, it's like an Aledmus Diaz vibe for me. Like, why would he go with the Athletics last year? Just go get some playing time, maybe get traded. I could see that happening for Tim Anderson if you think the Athletics is the right thing. D-Man's talking about the Campbell and Luis Urias trade. Campbell's not the second coming of Sandy Koufax. I mean, sure, I will miss Isaiah Campbell a decent amount, but I'm not going to lose my head over that trade like a lot of people have been. But I can see why people might look at the numbers and be like, huh, that trade might not make sense. I see accent.
Hey,
My apologies.
accent. I'll have you know that is the Tacoma Rainier's career strikeout leader. All right,
That's our
Darren
king.
McCacken.
Yeah.
That's our king. Um, let's see. Going out, Yuri talked about signing free agents. Why will he not take risks with hitters when arms get injured more often than bats? I mean, who's to say he won't? Maybe it's the right hitter hasn't come through. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm. Yeah.
and at this
Maybe.
point, the Mariners had a young crop of hitters with Julio, and ideally Kelnick was going to pan out as well, of course, and he still might. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a good answer for you other than the fact that wait and see.
Just hasn't happened yet. I mean, how much longer can we wait and see? I understand the issue with some sort of complacency, but it is what it is. Up next, Liam
Marco
Hendricks.
Gonzalez should be in the bullpen next year.
Stop.
He'd be awful out of the bullpen.
Well,
Seahawks fan, I'm sorry.
speaking of a bullpen piece, Liam Hendricks, 2 years, 12 million. Phillies, D-backs, Red Sox from the trade rumors, guys. I think for Liam Hendricks, I'm gonna go with the Braves.
Ooh, interesting. I think that's a good pick.
So,
Why?
I mean, I think they're just trying to shore up the back end of their pen quite a bit. I mean, they just traded a bunch of guys for Bummer, and they've got Rafael Iglesias. I think they've got good pieces back there, and I think a team that could help, I don't want to say like it's a reclamation project for Liam Hendricks, but if he's healthy and, it's possible, I could see him going to want to go to like a big contender. And he's not going to be asked to be the closer. He can work his way back up to a bigger role eventually. I would go with the Braves.
I don't think that he's going to pitch at all in 2024.
Sure.
Because he had Tommy John surgery end of this year, I believe.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that. But maybe 2025. I had him going to the Royals is where I think he's going to go. Again, another recoup contract or a recoup value sort of deal on a 2-year deal with them. They pay him for this year, his rehab year, and then they next year he can come back and maybe they can trade him at the deadline or what have you, depending on where the Royals are at next year. Of course, the AL Central is dog, so like maybe the Royals are winning that division next year. I don't know.
In 2025?
And maybe Liam Hendricks is a big part of that. I don't know.
Just pencil in Royals AL Central champs 2025.
Yeah.
Bang. Bobby Witt's going to go 50-50, having a huge year. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's one of those, like, I don't think there's a lot with Hendricks aside from kind of like the upside value of like what he could be when he's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, 48, Luis Severino, 1 year, 14 million. I don't know how I feel about this, but Tigers, Brewers, White Sox.
Stop the count. Seahawks fan says Mariners should get Daniel Vogelbach.
End the stream. He said the phrase. We're done. Good job, guys. I'm just kidding. I mean, didn't get tendered a contract. I know Aaron Hughes, he tagged us in that thing, saying big news for the Mariner Mojo guys, which is really funny. I mean, he's not on this list. Colton, would you like to see Daniel Vogelbach get a shot back with the Mariners
Absolutely.
in 20? Okay, bias aside.
No.
Okay.
Bias aside, no. But if he's willing to sign like a minor league deal with the Mariners, same with Kyle Lewis. If he's willing to sign a minor league deal with the Mariners and just be down in AAA and maybe, see what you can get out of him, and then if you need him, he could basically be this year or next year's version of Mike Ford. You know what I mean? Just down in AAA, and if you need him, you need him. So I currently have 2 Daniel Vogelbach jerseys hanging on this wall right now. So
that's just that goes to show how much you love him.
We need big beef boys.
Who's to say there's not one out there that's not Daniel Vogelbach? There could be other guys.
Danny Burgers?
I mean, Danny Burgers is like the epitome of big beefy boys, but okay. Luis Severino, Colton, where are you at with it?
Marlins.
Marlins? You think the Marlins, huh? Why?
I think with Sandy Alcantara being out next year, I feel like Severino could be a good fit, and I still don't think the Marlins are necessarily on the doorstep of competing for that division. But again, a wild card, I think, is very possibly in their future. I think that adding to that rotation, again, with Alcantara missing, I think all of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, it's not like a big name guy, and I don't think the Marlins are one of those teams that's going to go out and sign a big name guy this year.
Sure.
So
okay,
I think that Severino just makes sense.
Yeah. Would you give him a 1 year? Or would you do like a 1 year and then like maybe like a player option or a club option for like the following year? if he
If I
does
was the
well.
Marlins, I'd get a club option.
Yeah.
Just because Severino's hurt all the time. So
Yeah. I really don't have a pulse on this one if I'm being real. I again, I did not make a list like you did. So I'm just going to piggyback the Marlins. That
you want
feel
to talk about not
that
having a pulse?
what's that?
Number 27 through like 32, I had nothing.
Just no idea for who's going to
No
sign those
idea.
guys. Just can't throw a dart at a board and call it good. Okay.
Nope.
Well,
That's basically what happened.
we'll get there at some point. We need to trade Dipoto and Scott Service for Juan Soto. I don't know if that's how that works.
I don't think that's how that works.
That is,
Sorry, you go on.
yeah, but I like the the tenacity there. Really shows the how badly you want Juan Soto, because then we wouldn't have a president of baseball operations or a manager. So then we're just going managerless. In the NFL, you can trade coaches. So
Didn't the Mariners trade Lou Piniella?
I have no idea. I really don't know. I mean, you probably can. I have no idea. Finally made a live stream again, Mini Galen. It's because we haven't streamed since the end of October. So you probably
October
have
29th when I was a pineapple and Joe was a ladybug.
Haven't missed a whole lot. Jacob, is it Junis or Eunice?
Junis.
It's not one of those weird soft J's.
This is another one of those ones where
it didn't make sense.
Yeah, I had no pulse.
Okay. Yeah. Thinking about it, I mean, he was on the Giants last year. I think he probably just goes back to the Giants if I had to put take a stab at it. But Padres, D-backs, Padres are looking for maybe like cheap bullpen depth, but like not bullpen depth because like he can I don't. It's it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah,
because like he could be in the back of the rotation.
Yeah, I have him going to the Pirates. I'm just like, I don't know.
Pirates, yeah.
Whatever.
One of those ones where he pops off and then you can trade him. It's the same thing where you're saying with Liam Hendricks and the Royals, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no pulse for Jacob Junis. Rays, I think is another good possibility. Could be a swingman guy for them. They could turn his career around. The Rays have a tendency to be really good at figuring out. They have the same pitching labs that the Mariners have, I swear. So, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Jacob Junis, whatever. He's gonna sign, and then the next day you're gonna ask me where Jacob Junis signed, and I'm not gonna know.
You're like, wait, he was a free agent?
Yeah.
Okay. The next up, we got the relievers. Hector Neris, 2 years, $15 million. Reds, Cardinals, Twins. I think if I were to have done a prediction for this, I would have said overseas, out of baseball.
That's what I was gonna say, dude. I was gonna say NPB,
KBO. I'm sure he'll get a major league contract, but
he will.
I wouldn't.
I'd prefer to see him overseas.
I could see the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals can make sense here. If they're not thinking about getting back, like say Jordan Hicks, obviously he's probably either going back to the Blue Jays or he's definitely not going back to the Cardinals. I could see them trying to maybe replace that level of, that style of pitching, I guess. I know Hicks is a lot better than Neris, but I could see that.
I had him going to the Yankees. He just seems like a Yankee.
You think that level of like anger and like whatever you want to call it would fly in that clubhouse?
It might. I don't know.
Oh.
He just seems like a New Yorker,
Okay, that's fair.
And their bullpen's not great, so
bullpen's okay.
It's fine.
It could be worse. I guess they could benefit from a Hector Neris. Sure. There's some Casey Sadler talk in the chat. Colton, do you think Sadler's back with the Mariners on a minor league contract in 2024?
Sure. I mean, I don't see why not.
If they offer it to him.
He wasn't good last year in AAA or the minor leagues. He was bad.
Yeah, I mean, he was, I think, ramping up, so maybe that was part of it. He was just trying to get back into the motion as opposed to really trying to put up good numbers. I don't think we'll ever see, 2021 Casey Sadler ever again.
Casey Sadler was good for 1 year, and don't get me wrong, I love the guy. I think Casey Sadler is a fine guy. But with that being said, he was good for a year, guys.
Yeah.
Relax. He's not the second coming.
I don't think he would. I mean, say we bring him back next year and then at some point he ends up in the big leagues. He's not going to be seeing those high leverage innings like he did. I don't even know if he was super high leverage in 2021 where he was putting up that insane year, because it was mainly like Steckenrider and Seawald. And I can't remember who. Maybe Castillo the second half of 2021,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So yeah, Sadler was more of like the fourth guy to the pen. So I mean, he is like the Justin Topa. I think he's more of the third guy, but you know, Sadler's one of those situations where it's not like that. Like, don't lose sleep over him. I understand why people like him, but don't lose sleep.
Yeah. No, he's a great guy. I just,
Yeah,
in terms of baseball, I don't necessarily know if it makes sense.
yeah. Trade Topa. I mean,
If
after
we already don't have a bullpen.
after we saw what we people could get for Aaron Bummer, and then we went out and traded Campbell for Luis Urias. I have no idea what the reliever market looks like. You know what I mean? I have no idea. So if we trade Topa, we might get a bag, we might not. But Brandon Belt up next on the list, 45, 1 year, 15 million. Red Sox, Pirates, Brewers. I think I actually did fill one of these out, but I just can't remember. I think I had him to the Cubs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to share where I have him, but please hold.
Okay.
Y2K asks, what do you get for being a member? Y2K, we're gonna make it a little bit better this offseason. As of right now, you get some, just like this very second, you get some cool emotes, which I am currently spamming in the chat. You get that. You
new
also
emotes, by the way.
yeah, new emotes Joe made. We're gonna start doing some more members only videos. We're gonna record some for sure. We're gonna have a game possibly that we play with Ty Dane Gonzalez. That's a possibility. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that we're planning on adding. So we'll see. But yeah, so if you become a best one, let's fucking go. If we have the
Whoa, that bomb scared me. There it is. Thank you for becoming a member, Y2K. Appreciate that. Play the show. We have some of the show games on there already.
Mm-hmm.
I think like one or two, but yeah we're definitely going to be looking to revamp it.
Yeah, we're also, there's a possibility that we could go through and like have members see videos early. We haven't really tested that at all yet. YouTube just made it better than it was before, so that's possible. Okay. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out, but anyways,
interesting.
Brandon Belt, I know that people don't love it, but I haven't signed him with the Mariners.
Accent said he was out because the K rate is insane. So
No.
he's the Mojo statistician and analytics department here. So what he says goes. He's at the desk, and I'm going to point at him, and he says he doesn't get on base, and then we're out. Kind of a vibe.
That's my bad. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think him platooning with France over there at first base makes sense. I mean, I think it's a guy that, like, I don't know if I'd pay him 15 million. Like, that's kind of a lot of money for what I think he is. But yeah,
it is kind of a steep 1 year deal for a guy, but that is kind of the nature of 1 year deals. You're paying more money just so there's not an a longer tenured contract here. I think he could probably get 15 million, but I don't know if I really want the Mariners to do that. I can't share my opinion. I'm not saying it's the right thing. Accent, we're just messing with you, bro. It's okay.
You can't share your opinion. Yo, Y2K, once again, dude, appreciate you becoming a member. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll have some stuff coming out here. Oh, and also member of the year for next year. So since you became a member in the month of November, you'll get one entry, and every month that you're a member up until the end of next year. Yeah. You're
Frankie Montas. He exists.
He's a guy,
injured with the Yankees the entire time that they had him, basically. 1 year, 15 million seems like a lot of money for a guy that hasn't pitched in a minute. But Orioles, Nationals, Cardinals. I honestly think he's just back with the Yankees.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why Interesting. Not? I don't know if they'd want him back. I have him going to the Nationals.
Okay.
Just as like Anthony said. Orioles reclamation, I agree with that accent. That does make sense as well, a reclamation project, because if he is as good as he was when he was with the Athletics, that's a great guy to add to your rotation. Obviously, that's a big if, but again, 1 year, 15, that's steep. That is steep for a guy who was injured and was bad in the Bronx. I mean, then again, so was Sonny Gray. He was bad in the Bronx, and look at him now. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I have him go to the Nationals. I don't, again, have a whole lot of a feel for this, but yeah.
Why would any team want a player who has struggled for over a year? I mean, it's the same principle of just like, taking a flyer on a guy. Why would the Mariners trade for Luis Urias? Because he struggled last year. In that same vein, it's because they saw what he did in 21-22, and maybe they can somehow get him back to that level. Teams maybe think that they can get Frankie Montas back to the level where when the Yankees acquired him, he was actually pretty decent with the Athletics, and he was decent before that. So I could see the value. It's just a matter of whether or not it still is within him, and that's kind of like what the teams are gonna. He was hurt. He didn't struggle. Okay, Frankie Montas also was hurt. It's the same argument, in my opinion, to an extent.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't see why anybody would not like. I mean, again, 15 million's a lot,
Yeah.
but I think signing Frankie Montas is totally fine.
Mhm.
I think that it makes a whole lot of sense. It just, and especially for maybe not a team that's like in the thick of it. Like I couldn't see really the Braves doing it,
Sure.
for example. But yeah, do you guys have the feeling the Mariners will do nothing but sign a couple of AJ Pollocks? No, absolutely not.
I hope
I don't
not.
think that'll. If that happens, we all riot, and I have full confidence the Mariners will make at least some kind of impact moves this offseason to put them what they think will put them closer. Obviously, again, last year coming into the year, I kind of agreed that they were closer with the moves that they made. Of course, then AJ Pollock was,
not
yeah,
not a baseball
not
player
who he
anymore.
was supposed to be. Tommy Listello was not a baseball player anymore. Like these guys just didn't exist. Colton Wong fell off the face of the earth, which again nobody knew was going to happen. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you know who Yuki Matsui is?
Nope, had to look it up.
Same
But
here.
He's so a Mariner.
You think he's a Mariner?
He's a Mariner.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. You giving
He's a
him
Mariner.
$8 million a year?
Yep.
Okay.
Why not?
Why not? Yuki Matsui
Why
on the
not?
Seattle Mariners? Okay. Cubs, Giants, Cardinals. I agree with the Cubs on this one. But
you're giving Matsui a blank check? Ooh.
A blank check. That's hilarious. I when I looked him up, I was like, okay, I see the vision. I can understand why teams are going to want this guy. Makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's enough. It'd be a lefty to pair with Gabe Spire, and that probably takes over Saucedo's spot potentially. So I know people probably wouldn't be very happy about that unless you're rocking 3 lefties out there, which is possible. It's very possible, but yeah, as far as signing a reliever, I mean, I guess it depends on if we continue to trade from the pennants to a certain extent, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it just makes sense for the Mariners again. We've talked a lot about the reestablishing the link between Japan and whatnot. I don't know. I think that Matsui, he's 28 years old. He was very, very good in Japan, like very good.
Yeah.
And I think that he has a real chance to he's small, if I remember correctly. He's like 5'8" or something. So I know that some teams care about that.
5'8", 167.
Yeah, he's a little guy, but I think reading the article, they said he was very deceptive and whatnot. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, I've never seen this man throw a baseball.
But you're wanting it in the Mariners uniform next year.
But I'm in. Yeah,
I'm all in.
I don't. The Mariners can turn Justin Topa into what he was and Gabe Spire into what he was.
Yeah,
that's small. Listen, Aaron.
Listen, buddy. Sorry about it, but
glad I'm 6'2". Oh, okay. All right. Congrats on being tall.
Yeah. Well, you want an award? Should we give out, just
awards for tall things?
Every tree's gonna get a medal now. Couple questions here. Jorge Soler or Lourdes Gurriel Jr. We'll get there, but I think people might have like leaning one way or another. But I we'll get there. What about Lane Thomas or CJ Abrams? You live near DC and the Nats. Yeah, so Nats are in a weird spot because they've got a good young core to an extent, but whether or not they see themselves contending, how soon is that? I could see Lane Thomas. CJ Abrams, I don't think is going anywhere. He had a great year last year. I think they're kind of, wanting him to be part of their core going forward. But what else did I see? So there was one other thing. How should this team try to replace Paul Sewald? That's the question for you to win over, like with the bullpen. I don't know if you can, if I'm being honest, as like, there's obviously guys that you can go out and get that can be the back end 9th inning, 130 ERA plus guys, but I think they've already got it in their pen already for next year. It's just like utilizing the guys in the right spots.
Yeah. And that's not to say that the Mariners shouldn't go out there and sign relievers with a high upside, because they absolutely should. Like, I think they should be in on a guy like Josh Hader. I do. Not for the price tag, but I do think that they should be having those discussions because they do need another back end of the bullpen guy, in my opinion. And whether that be a Jordan Hicks or what have you. I
Yeah.
think the Mariners should be in on those kind of guys.
It,
So
it is just $18 million likely for Josh Hader, which is insane.
yeah, that's way too much money. Yeah.
So Jason Hayward's up next. 2 years, 16 million. Dodgers, Royals, Pirates. Hayward's an interesting one. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I personally think he just runs it back with the Dodgers.
I think so as well. I think
First one we've agreed on.
Yeah, I mean, I piggybacked your Marlins, Luis Severino, but Jason Hayward to the Dodgers, I think, just makes sense. I think even if they sign, like, I know they're linked to Teoscar Hernandez, I think it still makes sense to bring Hayward back in that same way. Or even like the new rumors with Trout, them being interested in trading for Mike Trout and getting Shohei Ohtani. They're just making the Angels definitely like the second child of Los Angeles even further if they go out and get the two superstars that were playing in Anaheim for the last. Oh, that would be insane. But
and then they get them both to the playoffs. By the way,
yeah, that'd be crazy. But yeah, I think Dodgers makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he kind of rejuvenated his career there. I mean,
yeah,
I don't see any reason why he doesn't go back there. So.
Yeah, Justin Turner, a guy that probably isn't going back to the Dodgers. Diamondbacks, Marlins, 1 year, 16 million. I don't hate Diamondbacks for JT, but I can understand why people also probably would want him for the Mariners. But I agree. I'm probably giving him to the Diamondbacks.
That's crazy because he's going to be with the Tigers next year.
So. The Tigers?
Yeah.
What's he doing in Detroit?
Miggy, he's replacing Miggy as their DH.
Interesting.
Justin Turner, I don't really think he should play third base anymore. But
yeah.
I know that there was someone in our comments saying put him at second base. He could play second base maybe 10 years ago.
Sure.
But
yeah, the Tigers, it's an interesting pick. They've got Torkelson. They just traded for Mark Canha. So that's a lot of first base depth-ish. I don't know who their third baseman is off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Probably nobody. Oh no. Where is it? It's in my brain somewhere. Someone will say it and it's just gonna piss me off. But Turner, I could see it as a DH. It's possible. Mike Ford to the Tigers. Seahawks fan, you stop that right now.
I'm looking. My computer's being slow.
We're gonna miss on Bellinger, and starting pitcher. So Reese is your main. Matt Vierling, no.
Yeah.
Reese is your main, huh? Reese is an interesting one because I think a lot of teams are gonna be in on him.
Yeah, I agree. I have an interesting place for Reese to go.
Okay.
Can't wait for Adam Frazier to sign back with the M's. I mean, screw it, man. Let's just run it back with all these guys.
Slap dick, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Reese is probably a Philly. That's an interesting take. So? That's an interesting take.
I honestly don't think he will be a Philly, especially with Harper playing first base now. Yeah. I don't know.
They'd have to clear out the slog that is bad fielders on that team and allow him to be a proper DH.
Nick Castellanos is
It's interesting.
A lot of DHs on that team.
Yeah. Whit Merrifield, a guy that's not a DH. He's a utility guy. 2 years, 18 million. White Sox. A resounding agreement from the trade rumors guys for White Sox. Do you agree with that?
No, he'll be on the Red Sox though.
The Red Sox. Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he'll go to the Red Sox instead.
That's okay. I can
Why
see
you ask? Couldn't tell you.
Just because. This is the 30. This is the 37 through 42, right? Was that what it was, or is it 27 through?
It was 27 through 32.
My bad. Red Sox. I don't remember what I put for this.
Right. I mean, right now they have what? Trevor Story and who's it second for them right now?
I don't remember. If I'm being honest with you. Ceddanne Rafaela, is he a middle infielder for them, or is he playing in the outfield there?
Bless you.
Okay, really? That's where we're going? Sure. Red Sox. No, he was playing shortstop mainly. Shortstop and third.
Well, now that Story's back, probably.
I'm
saying Red Sox, baby.
Yeah, dude.
He's gonna go replace Luis Urias.
Perfect. The perfect move. The Mariners set up that for you perfectly.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. He's your GOAT. So Daydara, when are you making DJ Manny D whatever, but for Yu Chang? Where's the Yu Chang fan account?
I'm sorry, what?
Don't worry about it.
What words just came out of it? Pablo Pablo Reyes was playing second base for them.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
think I know who that is. I think
No,
I
you
know who
don't,
it is.
because I don't.
Christian Arroyo. That's a name
That's a name that I haven't heard
in a
in a
long
million years.
time.
Yeah.
Ahmed Rosario's up next, Colton. 2 years, 18 million. Tigers, Marlins.
You say first.
I remember my choice for this one,
Do you?
and it's the White Sox.
Interesting. Yeah, I think that's fair.
So
It's wrong, but it's fair.
I'm pretty sure they were, linked to, or rumors that were, they want a veteran shortstop, blah blah blah. I think 2 years is enough time for Colson Montgomery to be ready to be the everyday shortstop there. So once that contract's done, Rosario's out, and I think he's enough as the the Tim Anderson replacement, like Ian just said. So yeah, Ahmed Rosario is my pick for the White Sox.
I still think the White Sox need to be rebuilding, and I kind of said that throughout my picks. Where did Aaron Nola sign? He signed back at the Phillies.
Yes, sir.
I have Ahmed Rosario going to the Athletics.
So
with
Ahmed Rosario and Tim Anderson are both going to the A's, huh? Interesting. I wouldn't call this move, signing Ahmed Rosario, them not rebuilding for the White Sox. I don't think this is a move that's gonna they're contending. I don't think that's the case. And this could be a guy that they sign, and then eventually they want to trade at the deadline. They can. But
That's kind of what I was thinking with the Athletics. They trade him at the deadline if he's anything.
At that rate, everyone just go sign with the A's and get traded to a better team. Thoughts?
I like it. Let's make it happen.
Gio Urshela is a guy that is interesting to me.
Yeah.
They've got the Blue Jays, and Tigers. He's with the Angels. He broke his pelvis. Poor guy.
Yep.
It's tough. I think when I filled this out, I had him going back to the Angels.
See that I was in between Angels and Giants, but I went with Giants.
Interesting. I could see the Giants making some sense there.
Like, I think in the infield for that team, I mean, Lamont Wade Jr., who else is in there right now?
He's at first.
Wilmer Flores still there?
Yeah.
Who the hell's on the Giants?
Wilmer Flores is still there, I think.
Brandon Crawford's gone now.
Yeah, he's retired. Who was playing third for them? I can't. Oh, who's the young guy that they called up?
The other young guy, yeah. JD Davis, yeah. Another one, JD Davis, yeah.
Who's the young guy? Can I just get a roster for crying out loud?
No.
I hate the internet.
Luciano Schmidt.
Oh, Luciano's a good shout. Tyro Estrada and Casey Schmidt are the other infielders.
AJ Pollock. That's true, Haley. AJ Pollock was playing for the Giants.
All I could think of was just their catchers. I could only think of Sable and Bailey. The entire time I was trying to think of names. That's all I could think of was catchers. But I could see Gio Urshela potentially fitting out there. Just being like a depth kind of infield piece that can kind of like move around, be a utility guy. Luciano,
I have the Giants actually going pretty big this offseason.
Interesting. I think I had them making some moves as well, but not for Gio Urshela. So
yeah, I mean, I don't consider him big, but
the Mariners should trade for Mitch Haniger. Put him back in right field for like the 30 games. Yeah, it could be fun.
Sure. Tyler Mahle, huh? This is an interesting one.
I had him going back to the Twins.
I thought about that, but I actually had him going to the Nationals as well. I have the Nationals trying to fill out their rotation.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. They've got the Nationals, Blue Jays, Tigers, so you got one there. I just think if the Twins are losing Sonny Gray, and this could be a guy that, if he's healthy, when they acquired him, he was very, very. I think he was doing really well with the Reds when they traded for him, and so if they can bring him back, could be nice.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Mahle, it was Montas and Mahle, and then Castillo. Those were like the three guys
that got traded
during that trade deadline. And Castillo's the only one that's still with the team that he was traded to. So
I think rightfully so.
yeah, of the three. I mean, at the time though, Mahle was very good.
Yeah.
Montas was very good. Castillo was very good. So obviously hindsight's 2020, but
yeah. Sign Eric Fetty. If anything, dude, I could see that being another A's thing where they got the KBO guy from last year. I can't remember his name right now. Dude, yeah, it's gonna be
Or with an R.
yeah, something I don't remember.
Something weird.
Signed
He was like,
Tulo to play second. Done.
yo, Tulo, I'm in. Dan Straley, yeah, that's the one for sure.
It's definitely not.
Harrison Bader is a name
Yeah,
that I find interesting.
I agree. I do not agree with their picks here. They've got Giants, Twins, 2 years, 20 million. So you don't agree? That's interesting to me. Do you want to say it on 3? Like 3, 2, 1. Say our pick.
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Blue Jays.
Marlins.
Okay,
right.
Yours is so delayed. Blue Jays. They're gonna lose Kevin Kiermaier. I think Kevin Kiermaier has a very obvious destination in my head this offseason. I think they're gonna replace him with Harrison Bader.
Interesting. Okay, let me see here. Who did I think I had the Blue Jays. I have the Blue Jays going kind of big this offseason as well.
Blue Jays fans will be pissed. Why is that accent? Why do they not like Bader? Oh, I guess that's true. When he was but oh well.
Yeah, Marlins, baby. I think the Marlins, like, they're going to be losing Soler, even though obviously not a whole lot in the outfield, but throwing him out there instead defensively would probably would be.
But Chisholm was pretty solid out there after he like kind of figured it out.
True. I mean, I don't mean like Bader doesn't have to be a center fielder.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So you've got Jesus Sanchez, you've got Jazz Chisholm, and then Brian De La Cruz out there. So maybe they try and move one of those guys to a DH and have Bader out there.
Rotating DH, yeah, kind of like the Mariners would do.
Dadar, I guess. You stop that right now.
Which Lowe? Brandon Lowe, Josh Lau, or Nathaniel Lau, Brandon Lau.
There's so many Lowe Laus.
Colton Lau.
Raise Brandon Lau, that is. Would I trade Woo? Nah. Woo for Lau.
For Brandon Lau?
We better be getting something else as well.
Yeah, I better be getting the second base shortstop guy whose name I can't think of now that I really wanted.
Dude, why is Accent talking about G Fuel like I don't have a full cupboard of it? Go get Accent. We're going to go on a tangent here. When Colton and I used to stream on Twitch separately as like our whatever, we had our Twitch channels. One of my channel point rewards was I would just take a dry scoop of G Fuel. It was so bad. It was so bad, dude. It was like eating at my teeth. It was so bad.
I would always save up my whatever your points were called for them.
It was a good time. It got to the point where I had to limit how many times people were doing it because I was doing like 3 or 4 a day, a stream. So I limited it to 2.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah. Sean Manaea, back on track here. Yandy Fu was not happening. I agree. I think Yandy might take one more piece than Wu.
I don't think it should.
But I mean, what the Rays want. Sean Manaea, anyways, 2 years, 22 million. Pirates, Rays, Dodgers. So
Royals.
So the Royals. What is this? What is this?
I think that it makes sense to go out there and get these guys who maybe can be really good at baseball.
Yeah,
maybe.
But like, why would the Royals be spending?
Why not?
But what would tell you that the Royals should be spending?
That division is absolutely terrible, and I
don't think they have a shot to take the division next year.
I don't think so.
Okay, at the beginning of the year when we did our like roster or not roster, just like our division predictions. Thank you, my brain. I had the Tigers finishing ahead or behind the Royals. I thought the Royals were going to be a better team than the Tigers last year. That was not the case. The Royals were freaking terrible. I don't see that improving much next year.
You not remember them playing the Mariners?
Yeah, that doesn't matter. They still almost lost. Didn't they lose? Did they lose 100 games?
I think so.
They got damn near close. I don't see them.
They're next year's Orioles.
No shot.
Next year's Rangers.
No shot. 56 and 106. You got me messed up that they're signing like 3 or 4 guys that are in the top 50.
What was their record in the second half?
I don't care. I already clicked out of it.
All right. I'm going to look it up now.
I think the Dodgers make sense for Sean Manaea as someone to go there. He's going to go there and their lab's going to fix him and he's going to be lights out. The Royals just need pitching. No shot. They only need pitching. I get that their pitching was really bad. I don't think their offense was that good. I don't think it was that inspiring to go out and sign. Why does ESPN have no players signing with the Mariners? Well,
Because the Mariners never signed anyone.
as the history would tell you that the Mariners tend to not do a whole lot in terms of signing, unfortunately for us. What was the record in the second half, Colton? Why don't you tell me?
I don't know. I couldn't find it.
All right, great. Hello, it is me. We should get Drew. Ban him. Ban. Get
Ban.
banned. You're banned. I'm just kidding. Hello, Prima. Michael Lorenzen, 2 years, 22 million. Similar guy, I guess, to Sean Manaea to them. I would say Lorenzen is better than Sean Manaea, but Marlins, Rockies, D-backs. I don't hate the D-back shout.
I think D-backs was the team that I was thinking of. I went with the Brewers. I think that he could kind of be a swingman for them.
Okay.
Whether that be in the rotation for them or if they want him out of the bullpen. The Brewers already have a very good staff, and I think adding Lorenzen would be I don't know, I think that'd be a good pick for them personally.
Prior to knowing that Aaron Nola took a little discount, I had him just going back to the Phillies. But seeing D-backs and thinking about it, I think the D-backs can make some sense. He's not going to be like this crazy signing for them. And, they're linked to some of the bigger names like Yamamoto. They've talked about them being interested in him. I don't think they'll have the money to compete in that market. But Lorenzen, I don't think he's a bad 4 or 5 there. Gallen, Kelly, Fat, Lorenzen, and then a 5th guy there. Chilling. That's pretty solid.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I think that's a good pick. I do. I agree with that.
Thank you.
I think I had the Diamondbacks signing. I have the Diamondbacks signing someone else though.
Okay.
Thoughts on Josh Rojas? He plays for the Seattle Mariners.
And he's going to play second base a decent amount.
Yep. My thoughts.
I think he'll be fine. I said that about Colton Wong, so.
Yeah, same.
There's some Jung-Hoo Lee love in the chat, Colton. That's what we're talking about, baby. That's what it's all about.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yep. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on where I think he's signing.
Accent talking about peach cobbler G Fuel. The worst one I had to dry scoop accent was the peach iced tea. It was unbelievable. It was horrendous.
I remember that.
It was my least favorite one. It was terrible. Aroldis Chapman, 2 years, 24 million. Astros, White Sox, Angels.
The White Sox.
Why the White Sox?
Because they're stupid.
I had him going to the Marlins.
I think that's a good shot as well. Yeah, I think Marlins makes a lot of sense.
Thank you so much.
Never mind. I hate it. I think it's the worst shot you ever had.
It's so rude of you. I'm looking down on you right now. You can't tell because my hat. Wow, that's rude. I think that if the Marlins want to try and maintain a level of competitiveness, in that East Division, trying to fight for a wild card, getting a guy at the back end of your pen that, it's Chapman, so kind of hit or miss, but dude throws gas. I could see it working out. It's close to.
As everyone's signing with the worst teams, it's true. Yeah, the worst teams got to get better somehow.
Yeah, you got to raise the floor of the MLB at some point.
They'll spend more money on free agents than the Mariners will, so it's fine. All right, here's where things get weird for me.
Okay,
this is that 6 or 7 player stretch where I had zero feel.
The void. Nick Martinez, Cardinals, Padres, Blue Jays. Where's he at?
They left out the Rays.
So he's going to the Rays.
I think he could be a swingman for the Rays. I think it would make sense.
Okay.
Yep. Next question.
I don't think I need any further. Yeah, no further questions on Nick Martinez to the Rays there. Okay. I could see Boston making some sense.
Yeah.
They need some bullpen help. He's a guy that was pretty solid in San Diego. So if they're looking for more bullpen help, they just acquired Campbell. Maybe they go get Martinez. They could have a decent bullpen out there in the AL East, and I think it could make a bit of sense. Dreams could come true. Who'd be your name for probably our number one guy
this offseason in terms of free agents?
Yeah, I mean, I think it has to be Ohtani. Aside from Ohtani, it's probably Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, it's Bellinger for me.
Even without Ohtani?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy.
I would rather have Bellinger than Ohtani this offseason.
Did we ever start the discussions for the Colton Ty Connor trade? No, but I think a contingency in there, Prima, is we'll have to throw in Lyle or TJ somewhere in there as well. Get the Marine Layer guys in there, but that's going to be the first 4-team trade. in baseball history at that point. So I don't think that's
Bellinger
true.
allows you to fill more holes. Exactly, accent. That's why I would rather have Bellinger.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I get it. I understand the points. All right,
like you sign Otani, that's it. You're done for the offseason.
trade
That's
accent
it.
to Detroit. Jay from Trident Podcast. My bad. 5-team trade. Kevin Kiermaier. 2 years, 26 million. Blue Jays, Yankees. Who? So this is one I had.
You answer first.
I said earlier. I think there's a very obvious home for Kevin Kiermaier, and it's the New York Yankees. I think it
Interesting.
makes a ton of sense for them to go out and get him to play center field, move Judge back to right. Like, not have to spend a ton of money. He's a lefty bat. It'll play well in New York. I think it makes a ton of sense. They're very familiar with his game. I think he is a Yankee.
That's really great that you think that. You're wrong because he's actually going to be a Seattle Mariner. But
Why?
he's out there in left field or right field.
No.
Gives you a good contact guy, bat the ball skills.
How many players have you signed to the Mariners so far?
2. Brandon Belt, Kevin Kiermaier.
Interesting. So we're the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
We're the Blue Jays from last year.
We're the Blue Jays. That's correct.
Got it. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I appreciate that, bud.
You have so many lefty outfielders, I'd make 2. Cade Marlowe and Taylor Schmelt don't count, by the way.
Trade Joe's hat and Colton's background jerseys for Donovan and Drury. Deal.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, which jersey?
I'm taking the red Vogelbach one all the way at the end that they can't see, but I can see. So
the All-Star game one that has cut off sleeves.
Yeah.
Should I put that on?
No.
Should I take my shirt off and put that on?
Please.
Tom Canzone?
Yeah. I'll be surprised if he's on the major league roster, depending on how well we want the off season to go. It'll be a spot that's interesting to take a look at.
Yes, take it off. What?
Everyone's smoking that. Yes, good. Dude, go do it then if you want to.
I don't want to.
All right, good. Because we have to talk about Mike Clevenger anyways, even though no one wants to.
I don't want to talk about Mike Clevenger.
2 years, 26 million. Angels, Red Sox. I
agree with the Angels.
I also agree with the Angels. I think that makes a ton of sense. Okay, well.
Idiot.
Get right. You're on delay, so you don't know that I'm already moving to the next guy, which is Reynaldo Lopez. He's signing with the Mets.
Astros.
You know, I had him to the Astros as well on my thing. Because
replacing Hector Neris.
Exactly. That's exactly where I had it as well. Because they're going to need another guy to be back there with Presley and Brian Abreu. I think Reynaldo Lopez makes a lot of sense, unfortunately, for us. Because he's pretty damn good, and that's going to be annoying. But is Jose Caballero going to the minors for Urias? Not at this state, but yeah, eventually.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, Urias can also go to the minors, so
he's got one option left.
Yeah, so it's possible for sure. All right, fielder will be Jeter Martinez, huh?
Primo, what are you doing? What are you talking about? Urias has options, so Jose is your Panama King, huh? Panamian? Is that how you'd say that? Panamian? Yariel Rodriguez, which is an interesting guy. Very interesting. 4 years, 32 million. White Sox, Padres. I don't agree with any of those.
Agreed. Neither do I.
All right. So where's your spot?
I have him going to the Dodgers.
The Dodgers. Okay.
It's hard to predict these guys that obviously have never played in the MLB, but also aren't like the, the top end, like the Yamamotos.
Yeah.
So Yariel Rodriguez, I mean, 432 is a lot. I think he might be worth it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just don't know how it translates. Again, I have him going to the Dodgers. I mean, their rotation is still kind of for me. And obviously, I mean, we're assuming they're going to sign Kershaw, which I think is, wait.
It's coming up.
Is he coming up?
Yeah, he's coming up. Should be. Anyways, I have him going to the Orioles. I don't think
Kershaw's on this list.
Maybe they have him retiring. I don't know. We'll get there. We'll figure it out in a second, buddy. The Orioles, I think it's not this big spending moment for them in terms of this starting pitcher. So I could see it maybe panning out like they take a flyer on him. Flyer in air quotes, because he has the potential to be very good. I think if you're getting him at that value, that make a lot of sense for Baltimore in the market that they are. Not to say that they can't spend, but traditionally, they're not the biggest spenders, I would say. Are you looking up your list up and down to try and find Clayton Kershaw?
He's not on here,
All
bro.
right, I'm gonna scroll really fast. Nope. 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 Nope.
Eh.
Nope.
Dude,
Nope.
Clayton Kershaw's not on here.
Oh, there you go. Well, he's back with the Dodgers, so.
Yeah, he'll be back with the Dodgers. Anyway, whoever made this list is stupid.
Sorry for the panic scrolling. Robert Stevenson. I know some what?
This is another one of the guys that I have zero feel for.
Well, you didn't. Oh wait, you don't know this yet. Never mind. 4 years, 36 million is kind of a decent chunk of change there for Robert Stevenson.
Okay.
It's not bad.
What do I not know?
Don't worry about it.
This is gonna bug me.
You'll,
Why would you say
you'll
that?
find out in like an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, in an hour you'll figure it out. Don't worry, buddy. I have him going to the Cardinals. I agree with Tim. No, Deidara, stop.
Oh, you already watched it?
Unfortunately.
It's not even fun anymore.
Well, I didn't know that. Never mind.
It's not even fun anymore.
It's still fun.
I don't even want to do it anymore. I'm calling Ty.
You're so annoying. So Locked On
Anyway.
Mariners has Robert Stevenson going to the Mariners as part of their offseason plan. That's what I was trying to hide from Colton. Thank you, Deidara, for ruining it. Yeah, I think the Cardinals, that makes sense though for me.
Dude, I just gave him to the Rockies. Literally zero feel.
Oh, that's tough.
I'm just like, I have zero feel for where this guy's gonna go.
That's tough.
Need emoji?
Yeah.
How about nerd emoji?
Nice try,
Deidara?
Deidara, idiot.
Omega
Nerd.
lol. All right, now that we're through 27 to 32.
Here's where
My,
Colton starts cooking.
Yeah. Reese Hoskins.
2
He's
years.
an angel.
An angel? That's so unfortunate for us.
That's so unfortunate for him.
Yeah. 2 years, 36 mil. Twins, Angels, Phillies. Prior to the Twins being like, yo, we're going to try and reduce our spending, I had him to the Twins. But I don't really think it makes a lot of sense now if they're trying to reduce spending in that way. And I don't really want to backpack with you on the Angels. Because that's, I mean, I could see him just hitting tanks. And that's like, I don't want to say congrats on the homer, Reese, you know. But it's off the Mariners every single time.
Yeah, I can just see it now. Luis Castillo gives up 40 home runs to Reese Hoskins alone.
And the Brewers would have made sense too if they weren't selling everybody. But then like Reese Hoskins to the Cubs could make sense. But then like I already gave him Brandon Belt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm giving him to the Cubs. Why not? They're gonna trade Matt Mervis.
I was gonna say, yeah. What about Matt Mervis? Okay,
They're gonna trade him at some point.
Kenta Maeda.
Reese to the M's, huh?
No,
I could see it, but I don't know.
I just don't know why he would want to come here.
Yeah, especially like it's
On
gonna
a
be a
prove
prove
it
it deal
deal.
essentially.
Yeah, why would he want to come here?
Kenta Maeda.
I have him going back to the Twins.
Twins is interesting. Okay. They've got Mets, Twins, Orioles. I had him going also back to the Twins. I think they would try and retain Mr. Mahle, and Kenta Maeda to try and just figure out what the rotation is going to be at because they're going to lose Sonny Gray. Kenta to the
Kenta
Orioles.
to the Orioles.
Yeah.
Interesting, because I have the next guy going to the Orioles, and Michael Waka.
Michael Waka to the Orioles.
Waka.
I think it makes sense. 3 years, 36 million. I think it's pretty. I don't want to say it's steep, but like seeing 36 million in Michael Waka is like, whoa.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with the Reds pick here by two of the writers. Reds, Braves,
Yeah.
Reds. I think the Reds make a lot of sense. I think they're going to try and be pretty aggressive with pitching.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Yeah. I mean, I think that the Reds have a decent shot next year with how good their young core is. So
yeah, they just need to add pitching pretty much.
And with the Brewers becoming not a baseball team.
Yeah,
and
their only competition is going to be, well, I wouldn't say only, I guess.
I mean, maybe the Cubs, but the Cardinals are like,
Yeah, I'd
Depends
say
on what they do
I'd say the
throughout the
Cubs
season.
are the biggest competition for them, and then if the Cardinals have a bounce back, 12 mil a year isn't that bad. I know, but it's like the dollar, like he's getting a 3-year contract. I'm like, damn,
that's how much the Mariners are paying Arco this year.
damn, that's tough.
Keeping you updated.
Oh, see, bend over. So Cardinals, I thought about it as well, but a reunion with Michael Waka. Maybe he doesn't want to do it. Maybe maybe they left on bad terms for whatever reason. Marco's better than Ban him.
I don't know about all that.
Get banned. Mitch Garver, 3 years, $39 million. Rangers, Red Sox. I had him going to the Yankees.
Oh,
I don't know
interesting.
why, because he would likely, if they're trying to let Austin Wells take over the catching duties from Trevino and what's his name? Higashioka? Is that how it's
Yeah,
pronounced?
Kyle Gashioka. Yep.
And then the third guy that's got a weird name, Torvet or something like that. I can't remember. They'd have to get rid of some of those guys. So I think
Your Torrealba.
No, not your Torrealba. It would. I can't remember his name. Spencer Rortvet or some. It's a weird name, bro. Garver as a DH is kind of where I was thinking. Rortvet. Did I say that right? That's crazy. But Giancarlo is the problem for me because he has to be the DH. So, yeah, he's gonna go to the Yankees though.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, he's going to go to the Astros, and he's going to replace Martin
Maldonado.
Pupinaldo.
What about Yainer Diaz?
Well, they can both exist on the roster. One DHs, one catches.
Okay, I guess.
I'd rather have Luis Torrens than Martin Maldonado behind the plate.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't know how
So,
whoever's paying the writers to put out reports that Maldonado's got interest is crazy. Who would be interested in that guy is my question. Stanton is not going to be a Yankee, I think. I mean, there's some beef right now, but
there is beef.
I don't know if that's gonna, terminate their partnership. But has Woodruff come up yet? I mean, Colton,
he's not on this list.
You made the tweet where you were like,
he's
"What?"
Yeah, Woodruff is not on this list because this list came out before he became a free agent. I would probably put him in the top 15 personally.
Damn.
But of course he's not going to pitch most of all next year. So
yeah.
I mean, where will he go? Beats me. That could be another scenario where it's like a 2-year deal with a team.
Yeah.
That he like gets the bag for a year, and then he becomes a trade chip for that team the next year. So
yeah, I guess that's fair. Jack Flaherty's up next. 3 years, $40 million. Royals, Tigers, Pirates. These writers did him dirty. I
disagree.
I mean, I think the Tigers is my pick. I think Tigers make sense. No shot you picked the Royals.
I picked the Royals.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of in on the Royals, bro.
For what?
I'm in on them. I'm in on them making some moves. That division is dog, bro.
And that's why the Tigers are going to go get him and make the rotation a bit better. Jack is not good. He's good enough to be the 22nd best free agent according to MLB trade rumors.
Bad free agency is this offseason, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
But Clayton Kershaw's not on the list.
Apparently. Division's wide open. I mean, I think if I had to power rank the teams in that division about my confidence in them winning it next year, I would say I'd go Twins, Tigers, Guardians, Royals, White Sox.
Bookmark this moment, Cha. All right? Bookmark this moment, and when the Royals are in playoff contention come August, let's revert back to this and tell Joe to suck my ass.
I hope they have lost 80 games by August. I hope
if
they're
that's the
30
case,
games under 500.
We forget, and this never happened. Okay, this whole moment never happened.
Oh my god. Unbelievable that you think that the Royals are signing 3. Dude, kudos to you if they do. Good for you. You predicted the Harper to first base move at the beginning of the year when, our very first podcast. This will be your moment for next year. Your crowning achievement again, where the Royals go out and sign a bunch of guys and are contending. No shot. I'm sorry, what did you say? What did you just say?
I said Shohei Ohtani, future Royal. Did you hear that?
Yeah, you hear that, by the way?
Fight is on. Yeah, you guys like those emotes? Joe did that without my consent, by the way.
Yeah, dude, I literally picked a worse picture for myself.
That's true. Yeah,
I
got worse.
You have worse. I definitely could have picked way worse for you. But I'm saying of the two us emojis in there.
Oh,
yeah. As the actual Royals fan in this conversation who follows their org closely, I can assure you their front office doesn't give two shits. Accent, I appreciate
True.
you for that report on the Kansas City Royals. How's the corn? Jordan Hicks, 4 years, 40 million. Orioles, Yankees, Tigers. I think back with the Blue Jays actually is my pick.
Interesting. I haven't gone to the Barbs.
The what?
The Barbs?
Barves. Braves. Okay. Oh, that hurt my head. I was like, are you saying barfs? Like, are you saying like throwing up because they're gonna get like a nasty pen? Is that the idea there? Yeah, Hicks to the
No,
Braves.
you've never heard of the Braves being called the Barbs?
Never in my life.
Oh.
Never, ever, ever.
All right.
Sounds good. I
I
think
think the next 20 free agents are Royals. It's true.
can't believe this is a Royals. The Royals Rojo?
Rojo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's close enough.
Royals Rumble.
I think out of these three listed, I think the Yankees could make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But kind of depends on where they're spending elsewhere. JD Martinez, future Mariner, 2 years, 40 million. Mets, Mariners, Angels. Colton.
JD. Julio Daniel Martinez
Uh-huh.
is going to the Red Sox again.
No shot to replace the DH and Justin Turner.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. He was here for a wedding last year. Clearly a Mariner. No, clearly a Mariner. He's already a Mariner. Yeah, we've already signed the contract. We just haven't publicized it yet. I unfortunately agree with the Angels in this situation. I think him going to be their DH makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
20 a pop for JD seems a little rich. I mean, he's a proven guy. He is on the older
30
end.
homers a year.
So
it's 280.
I think that's just kind of where the market's at with how much people want to pay, or not how much people want, but how much the free agents are going to be asking for.
Hey, can we go to a Portland Pickles game next year?
Do you want to?
I'm kind of down.
Sure. I don't know when their season is, but we can figure it out.
I just Haley brought up JD the Portland Pickles, and it reminded me that I want to go to a Pickles game.
There you go. Well, we can go.
Okay.
There's, I'm agreeing with you right now. Let's all
Awesome.
go to a game. Yo, Mariner Mojo take over the Portland Pickles.
Dude, we could get like the Portland Pickles tweeting about us, and people would actually know who we are then.
Yes.
Colton's minivan can take us.
Bad news, guys. Colton doesn't have a minivan.
I have a little Hyundai Sonata.
I wouldn't call it little.
I mean, yeah,
it's bigger than my Civic.
That's
Seth
true.
Lugo, 3 years, 42 million. Diamondbacks, Cardinals, Reds.
He has a Lamborghini. It's true. The YouTube money kicked in.
Yeah, by the way. Last month was great.
Seth Lugo is the guy that I had going to the Diamondbacks.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hasn't been stolen yet. I had to put a wheel lock on it because it's probably going to get stolen.
Every single time we go to a game, he's like, hey, can you hand me my wheel lock?
You hand me my wheel lock? And I literally, for those of you that don't know, Hyundais and Kias were being stolen by thieverinos, and they were using just a USB cord to turn the ignition or whatever. And I have a USB cord in there as well. So I'm like, I'm making it easier for him.
Yeah, you're putting
Dakota,
the thief's life on easy mode. We're all riding with Notorious fan of the Pickles game. Just throwing it out there.
I'm in.
Got the minivan. Yeah.
Fan.
I don't need shotgun, but anyone that gets like upset tummies by sitting in the back seat, they can have shotgun.
Yeah,
if it's got third row seating, I'm in. So.
Anyway, Seth Lugo.
I don't know. I think I have the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals make sense to try and like get some pitching there.
Interesting. I have the Cardinals going a bit bigger.
Spoilers.
I'm 6'15". No, you're not. I've seen you in real life.
I think we're all about the same height, no?
Yeah, it's probably true.
Yeah. Marcus Stroman, 2 years, 44, Dodgers, Phillies, Twins. To me, he's so obviously a San Francisco Giant. It's crazy.
Oh, interesting.
He's such a Giant, dude.
I think that he is such a Ranger.
Why? Why do you
Because-
hate us?
Because DeGrom's gonna be out, and so they're gonna throw the boy in there. Who knows what's going on with Scherzer? You know, they're gonna spend the money.
Hey, Deidara thinks he's a Royal. What are your thoughts?
Dadar is right.
Okay, he's a Royal. Our bad.
We're both 6'1", Exa.
I think you're like 6'1" and a quarter. If I'm 6'1", I think you're
Okay.
slightly taller than me.
It's the hair.
I mean, that's yeah. It's the hair. Marcus the Blue Jay again. That also makes sense.
I agree.
But
You're 6'2", prove it.
stand next to the tallest stalk of corn you got and send a pic. 5'2", just like, okay, buddy.
You and Joe's photo. This one. And then there's this one that's you and me.
That's Deidara and I squashing the beef.
True.
Yo.
Vinny Galen. Yeah. Lou Piniella Hall of Fame. Agreed, guys.
Everybody clap.
Everybody clap. For 6 months now, Vinny Galen is here. Has a Mojovian. Thank you for becoming a Mojovian. We're going to have some fun content planned for you guys.
My reaction.
Oh, yeah?
It's me.
Can you have me sip the tea?
Of course I can. Look at you.
Tea, sipping the tea, cha.
Hold on. You'll write
Okay.
the metric just to okay, Nicola. I don't need it in meters. Okay, I don't need that in meters. I don't know how to get out of the chat. I'm panicking.
I had that problem earlier.
I'm panicking.
Giolito.
Yeah, Giolito. Mets. Orioles. Mets. 2 years, 44 million.
Yeah, he's such a Cardinal.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I've already
that's
given
why
I've given too many people to the Cardinals already.
I haven't given anyone to the Cardinals, so.
I think he is a Chicago Cub.
Wow, I feel like you've also given a lot to them.
No, I haven't. I gave them Brandon Belt and Reese Hoskins.
It's kind of a lot, dude.
Not really.
Why do they need 2 first basemen?
Because they don't have one. They're losing Cody Bellinger.
Huh.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Giolito to help out the rotation. Because they're losing Marcus Stroman.
Okay.
I hate you.
Cool. I hate myself.
Jorge Soler, 3 years, 45 million. He's on the thumbnail, Colton. Don't let us down here. Blue Jays, Astros, Mets.
I have great news for you guys. Jorge Soler
Uh-huh.
is going to
Yep.
the Los Angeles Dodgers.
No, the Dodgers?
Replacing JD Martinez.
I got it. I have him actually going to.
He's a Royal.
He's such a Royal, bro. He's going back. He had his best year with the Royals. He's going back.
Was it his best year?
I mean, he
I
hit
feel like last year was kind of his best year.
he led the league in home runs that year.
I mean, yeah,
From
but
a
also led the league
in strikeouts.
in everything else.
I mean,
yeah.
I would say from a power standpoint, it was his best year. Okay, I have him as, unfortunately.
Wait, stop talking. 69 people watching at the 69-minute mark.
Guys, we did it.
Nice. So who left? It's
the worst.
Down
time
to
to leave.
67. Who left? I'm about to leave. I hate you all. If you include the two of us,
I'm Cal Grumpy.
If you include the two of us, there's 69.
Anyways, he's a Toronto Blue Jay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I think he is a Toronto Blue Jay, and I'm mad about it. So I'm not happy about it.
I have the Blue Jays getting a couple other guys higher on this list.
Oh, congratulations. You think you're special?
I do, actually. Okay. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Jung-Hoo Lee.
This is an interesting one. Who do you have, Joe?
Do you
have the Mariners?
I want him to be a Mariner so bad that I don't care. He's a Mariner. I don't care.
I think he's a Giant.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Why is 69 people? Because it's a funny number, Mitchell.
It's a funny number, bro. If we had 420 people in here at 4 hours and 20 minutes, funny number.
Funny number.
Hung for Jung. Yo, that's crazy, Mini Galen. That is crazy. And I'm so in.
Did you wait 69 minutes to say it? I just happened to look down and saw there were 69 people at 69 minutes. That's funny.
5 years, 50 million, I think is such a steal for this guy.
I agree.
But Blue Jays, I think, makes sense if they're losing Kiermaier, but I would hate it. Padres make sense as well if they're like trading out some guys. I
If
think
it's that cheap, then sure.
and if they're
But
trading out like Soto and some other guys, I think it makes sense. But I just wanted to be a Mariner so bad. Giants aren't a bad shot either. You know, they need some help
yeah,
in center field. So
yeah,
yeah,
I think that the Giants make sense, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know if they actually did they list the Giants at the bottom of his like little thing here.
no, I don't
Weird.
think they list any other teams aside from the three right here.
They do in some of them.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
I'm not going to take the time to read that. So
cool.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr., 4 years, 54 mil. Royals, Yankees, Mariners. Colton.
He's on the thumb, right?
He is on the thumb.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, he'll be a Met.
A Met? Oh, that's
He's
so.
He's a Royal.
That's so.
He's
That's
a
so
Royal.
funny that that's just going to be a meme now. He's a
I'm
Royal.
glad that I could do that. He's a Royal. If you scroll down in Lourdes Gurriel, I bet you it says other teams, and one of them's the Mets.
Where?
Very bottom of his.
The Braves,
Royal.
Royals, Angels, Dodgers, and Mets could also be potential matches. Huh. It says it on him, but not on Jung-Hoo Lee's, so you can suck my ass.
You tempt me with a good time.
I'm sorry. Dude, I can't believe the Royals are actually it's a match, dude. There's no way.
I can't believe what? Oh, that they were actually listed.
They're listed
oh, wait,
as
they
a
were?
match, bro.
Yes. Yes.
That's unreal. Dude, the Royals are so back.
I'm getting a Royals jersey. Actually, believe it or not, I own a Royals jersey.
Who?
It's Eric Hosmer.
Oh, right. It's the gold one, right?
It's the gold one from when they won the World Series.
That's
it was like
that is
it
a
was like
sick jersey.
$45.
That's a sick jersey, though. Don't worry about that accent. Has Colton given any free agents to the Mariners?
Yeah, I have.
Brandon Belt and Kevin Kiermaier.
And Yuki Matsui.
Right. I think I've only
3.
given Jung-Hoo Lee, right?
Yep.
That's tough for me because I'm giving him Lourdes Gurriel Jr. as well. Those are the
Royals
two
are making the playoffs. You gave him Lourdes?
Yeah. Those are the two outfielders.
Mhm.
For me. In my
Nice.
opinion.
Royals best team in the AL next year, true. Mariner Mojo. Sure. If the Royals make the playoffs, you better believe we're making a
Royals Rojo
shirt.
We're not D-backs Dojo next year, right? We're Royals Rojo.
That's right.
Heimer, Candelario. 4 years 70 is pretty steep, bro.
That's a lot of money for Heimer Candelario.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So Cubs, Royals, Blue Jays. Can't believe the Royals are listed on this, bro.
I gave him to the Blue Jays, but
yeah, I think the Blue Jays make sense, but I've already given them Soler.
Yeah.
And Jordan Hicks, so I don't think they've got the money there to continue that that push. So Heimer Candelario, for me, he's a yep. Next question.
All right. Next question, Teoscar Hernandez.
I actually don't know where I had him going. I can't remember. I think I put the Diamondbacks. So
Teo?
No. Heimer Candelario.
Oh.
Turner, Candelario, and then whatever pitcher I said, Lorenzen, would be like the 3 that the Diamondbacks go out and sign this offseason. I'll say the Diamondbacks again. Why not? Why not? Heck it, dude.
Best seed flavor? I mean, I like original personally, but ranch is good. Can I tell you guys a story about sunflower seeds? You know the story, Joe.
I think I know the story.
Joe and I were playing high school baseball, and I was chewing on some sunflower seeds. And Joe was like, we were both in the dugout, and Joe was yawning or something like that, or his mouth was open or something. And I spit a seed directly into his mouth.
Yep.
It was really funny.
Did I eat it?
I think you did.
I think I just ate it, bro.
I'm pretty sure you just ate the seed.
Just didn't care. Just screw it.
Yep.
Garlic parm. I don't know. Dude, seeds have evolved so much since we were
they really have.
Since we were, people that could eat sunflower seeds regularly without being weird about it, kind of a thing.
Royals all day for Teo. The fact that they have the Angels listed twice.
We did
not need this. You guys mean?
Too bad, all right? You're getting it anyways. It's gonna happen either way.
10 gifted members, and I'll release the video.
No, please no.
Of Joe and I dancing at the Padres game. 10
Please
gifted members.
Now you get to use that emoji. It's perfect. Smacking seeds. Oh, I see. They're the people that just go out. They were doing it at spring training. Like, hey, you want to try some seeds? I think I like black pepper, or like cracked pepper or whatever.
Yeah,
I like that one quite a bit. But barbecue or ranch, pretty solid. But again, I'm not overly picky, honestly. I'll pop them in.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I'm also the
I'm
weirdo
still.
that eats the entire thing. Sometimes
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
don't like that about you.
I'm a weirdo. Dill
Yeah, I
pickle
don't.
on top. Dill pickle is fire.
It's good. I get kind of sick of it though. Teo,
Teoscar
back to the Blue
Hernandez.
Jays.
You what? Same thing with shrimp tails, bro. I just eat them and don't care.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't care. Just crunching. Just crunching. Teoscar Hernandez, Angels, White Sox. I have him going to the Dodgers.
He's going to the Blue Jays.
Do I eat the banana peel? No. Bro, eat shrimp tails, dude. I don't care. Just pop them all. One bit. Doesn't matter. Don't care. Can't be asked. I'm just leaving it on the table at that point. It's taking up space on my plate. Nah, just eat the whole thing. It's nice and crunchy. Colton said Teo to the Blue Jays. I don't know if you guys heard. So, yeah, we've got that going for us. I feel attacked. And I understand why. That's the only way to eat shrimps. Thank you, Nicola. Thanks for having my back in this moment. Teo goes back to Toronto. You'll be mad. That's fair because it feels like we didn't really do a whole lot. Maybe we didn't. Not necessarily that we didn't do a whole lot with him, but like at that point, calm down, bro. Sorry, I forgot. I should relax. Sorry, Mason. I can understand eating the fat on steak. I don't eat fat on steak. I don't like the chewiness of it. I'd rather something be super crunchy than super chewy. But I understand why people like it. Hey, bro, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Teo back to Toronto would be kind of weird.
I think that it makes sense.
It makes sense, but I'll be upset. Colton, I got told to calm down. Do you think I should calm down?
About you eating things.
Yeah.
Let's discuss general hygiene. Not with Joe. While Colton's gone, I'm back. Foreheads.
Yeah. Get wrecked. Too slow.
I decided after what Joe said, I'm just gonna go pee. I'm not even gonna tell him.
Yeah, you just had to get up and go. Did you wash your hands at least?
I got Germex, baby.
Nice. Fat on steaks makes the steak. That's fair. Again, it's a texture thing for me. I don't really enjoy the chewiness of it all the time, so it's just a little funky for me, dude. Not a big fan.
You're just a mess of a human being.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Eduardo Riguez.
Eduardo Riguez. He
is a Cardinal.
A Cardinal? Interesting. I have the Reds picking up Eduardo Riguez, getting two pitchers in free agency, and just beating down the rest of the NL Central. So that's my pick. Nebraska beef is different. Sorry.
Him and Giolito were the two guys I had going to the Cardinals to replace Montgomery, Flaherty, etc., Wainwright. So
that makes sense.
Shoto Imanaga.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you say it?
Imanaga. Yeah, something like
that. What do you have?
What do I have? I'm glad you asked. It's not the Cubs or the Angels like the writers have here. I have him as a Boston Red Sox.
Interesting. Okay, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Thank you.
Top 10 is taking food. Hey, we just got to the top 10, guys.
Yeah, that was the 20 through 11, right? That's where no one really cares that much.
Yeah, 20 through 11 we fell off. I have him also going to the Cubs. I think him playing with Seiya.
Okay.
God, what is that? Royals. I have him going to the Royals.
Anyways, so
are you kidding me?
Just add a text block on our screen that just says Royals all the way across.
Apparently.
He's going to the wait. I've never heard of that. What do you mean? You
ever heard of Shota?
Dude, he's gained a lot of traction.
Yeah,
the fact that he's 10th on this is kind of surprising to me. But
yeah, I'd rather have Jung Hoo Lee up there than Imanaga, especially with how
I think it's because it's the NPB versus the KBO.
That's fair.
But clearly didn't see the WBC. We weren't watching. Sorry, we're Fraudly Ruscan. Sonny Gray's up next. 4 years, 90 mil, by the way. More prediction videos at some point.
More prediction videos, more trade videos. Yeah. I mean,
that's what the offseason's all about. When
that
stuff starts to move.
A lot of free agent videos. Yeah, that's true. There's not a whole lot of like movement right now. Not seeing enough movement.
Not seeing enough movement, bro.
Anyway, Sonny Gray's a Red Sox.
Ugh, that's gross.
instead of Shota, I have Sonny Gray.
Okay. I have Sonny Gray. I don't remember where I put him. I
All
think
right.
I put him either to the Orioles, them going with him and Mr. Yariel Rodriguez as the signings for the pitching there. I can't remember at this point in time. So that's an L on me. So I'm just gonna say Orioles and call it a day. Cardinals have
All
interest
right.
in him, according to someone that said a message earlier. I can't remember who it was. Might have been Accent. Maybe it was the Braves that he said. I don't remember.
Barbs.
The Barbs. But number 8, Josh Hader. Big reliever. 6 years, 110 is kind of crazy. But I don't disagree with their pick of the Rangers.
I also am with the Rangers.
Yeah.
It just makes too much
And it
sense.
makes a lot of sense for
Yeah.
the Rangers to go out and get a for sure lockdown guy as opposed to having to try and rely on Aroldis Chapman.
Mm-hmm.
Pairing him with Leclerc is going to be good. I think it makes a lot of sense.
I think it's the perfect fit, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really unfortunate.
Yeah. Matt Chapman, 6 years, 150 is disgusting.
That's a lot of money for Matt Chapman, baby.
Yeah.
I'm good.
As far as fits go, I've seen a lot of talk about the Giants. I've seen a lot of talk about the D-backs. I think the Giants.
I have him go to the Giants.
I think the Giants make sense here.
Yep.
So
yeah,
I don't love it, but it's just.
I think he's a Giant.
It's just so weird. Like, why is he getting so much money?
Because he hits the ball hard,
Yes.
and is good defensively. But I don't know. I don't personally love Matt Chapman, but to the Giants, I think it does make the most sense. So
things tweaking. Jordan Montgomery's up next. 6 years, 150. Rangers, Mets, Giants. I think he goes back to the Rangers.
Same. I also have him going back to the Rangers.
I think those are the only two players I gave to the Rangers. Was Hader and Montgomery. Really? Yeah, I think so.
After winning the World Series, huh?
I mean, what else? Who else are they going to add?
I don't know. I had them adding another pitcher, Stroman.
Yeah, I know. Gross.
Okay.
You're a bad Mariners fan.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense that they'd add more people. Aaron Nola.
Yeah,
it's a tough
I think
one.
he's going to go to the Mariners.
Yo, that's a great shout. Yo, Aaron Nola to the Mariners is super possible, guys.
I'm making the video after this.
Yeah, Aaron Nola to the Mariners. Obviously, he signed with the Phillies.
Yeah, he just signed with the Phillies this morning. 7 years. What was it?
172. So 24.5 million. 6 years, 150 is a number.
Aaron Nola to the Royals.
Nola is royal, by the way. Hawks report 3 and out for their defense. Nice.
Love to see it.
Blake Snell. 7 years,
one.
200 mil. Phillies, Red Sox, Dodgers.
I really thought about going Philly.
Yeah,
but now that they signed Nola, I went with the Orioles.
Whoa!
I think they're going to go big and get the pitching that they need.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes. I mean, I could see that. I could see it making sense. For me, I agree with Dara on this list. I think he is a Los Angeles Dodger, which is gross.
Yeah. I think that does add up. I mean, with Kershaw coming back, who else is in that? Who else is even in that rotation right
Bobby
now?
Miller, Dustin May when he's healthy. They did not bring back Lance Lynn. So
obviously they lost Urias.
Yeah. So I think they're gonna want to go out there and get a big name guy. So he's my pick for the Dodgers, unfortunately.
Weird. I don't know how Shohei Ohtani is going to be there then.
Are you sure about that?
Nope.
You don't think they can sign those two guys?
Huh? No, they absolutely can.
Okay.
No, absolutely.
I was like, what are you talking about? Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 9 years, 225. Giants, Yankees. Where are you at with this?
He's going to the Yankees.
Yeah, I don't know. I would be very surprised if he's not a Yankee.
Yankees or Giants, I think what they said is exactly right.
I think 95% of me is leading Yankees.
Yeah.
It makes too much sense.
For 1% of he's leading Mariners.
Yeah. There you go. JP Morosi's infected your brain.
Yes, he has, baby.
Okay, Cody Bellinger, this absolutely insane contract, 12 years, $264 million. Yankees, Giants, Giants.
And I was on the precipice of sending him to the Giants, but I also sent him to the Yankees.
That long
Could
a
you
contract for a foreign pitcher? Dude, it's probably going to happen. You're
It probably
sending
will.
Bellinger to the Yankees?
Yeah. Not for 12 years. No shot. But
Yeah, that's kind of gross, bro.
yeah, I don't know who came up with these metrics, but if Bellinger signs a 12-year contract, I will punch Joe in the face.
I will happily take that punch. If he gets 12 years, I will take that punch just for the bit because that's insane. That's an insane amount of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. I have, even though, Giants have signed Chapman and Stroman from my list so far. I had him going back. I had him going to the Giants.
Yeah, I think that's the only other place that I thought really made sense.
Yeah.
And they're going to be willing to spend the money. I mean, last year
They were
almost
trying
spent
to.
money on Arson Judge and Carlos Correa. So
Bellinger's going to get overpaid. Deservedly so at this rate because, had a good year last year as an MVP, so maybe they think it's back. I understand why people will think it's an overpay because it likely will be. But
how mad do you think Dodgers fans will be?
They're not going to have anything to be mad about because they're getting Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Final player on here.
Yeah, the best free agent in baseball history, Shohei Ohtani, is going to be a Los Angeles Dodger.
Interesting.
You think he's a Cub?
I think he's a Cub.
You're insane. Oh,
I think he's a Cub.
Oh God, the Cubs make so much sense too for it. They really do.
I think that he's a Cub.
Dodger.
We want to put a bet on it. What's our bet?
I'll give you $20.
Money's boring.
Money's boring.
I mean, I'm always poor, so I need money.
You're like, I need the money.
My problem is when he signs with the Dodgers, I don't want to give you $20. So let's see.
What do you want to wager here, pal?
I don't know. Chat. What should Joe and I wager for if he signs with the Dodgers or he signs with the Cubs? And if he signs with neither of them, I guess we both suck. So
we get to one of us gets to hit a wiffle ball at our bareback. Easy. It's like a punishment. Eat my shorts. All right, bet.
For the bet,
50 to 100.
Dinner.
I'll buy you dinner. I'll take you out on a nice date when Shohei's a Chicago Cub.
Better be candlelit.
Yo, big if true, the Red Sox traded number 17 Luis Urias to the Mariners so that way they could clear up number 17.
True.
So shrimps with the tail. Bang.
Yeah,
I'm all in.
Yeah, I'm allergic to shrimp, so
I was gonna say
maybe not.
Take me to Red Lobster, baby. Dress up as Willy Wonka.
And go to the movie.
Lord.
Yeah. How does everybody feel about our predictions here?
I think they were pretty good.
Yeah, I can't wait for literally every single one of them to be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, we can't tell because we weren't able to submit a form, but
I got a piece of paper.
Yeah, you gotta check them off as they go.
And check them off.
All M's fans band together to buy the team. Thoughts?
I'm in.
They
were solid, logical, and all wrong.
As most predictions go, that is just the nature of things. Ohtani, the Savannah Banana. What about the Portland Pickles, bro?
Ohtani is a royal.
That's cut. End scene. Ohtani is a royal.
Huh.
Not enough royal. Well, dude, I don't think I had a single guy going to the Royals, and you had like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I had a lot of people going to the Royals. Ohtani is a Lincoln Salt Dog.
There's no way that is the Nebraska. Dude. There's no way that's the team in the local area.
Dog? Why aren't they just the Lincoln Corn?
That just sounds weird. On their way to Vegas? Dude, honestly, if some players are playing it smart, take a really cheap long contract with Oakland just to go play in Vegas, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We have more cows than corn.
Whoa.
Well, why
is a Salt Dog a cow?
Why are you not a Lincoln Cows?
The Eugene Emeralds? Interesting.
Huh. Well, I guess let us know how you guys felt about our predictions here in the comments / the chat. And Joe and I are going to go record more things now. We very much appreciate you guys hanging out for our first stream this month.
Yeah, been a good one.
Yeah, it was a good long one. Thanks for 69 people in 69 minutes.
Hey. Any other remaining thoughts? Spam the new emojis, the new
Baseball.
chat emojis.
Baseball is baseball. The first big Mariners trade. What day do you think the Mariners make their first big signing or big trade? We're talking like someone important. Like not Luis Urias.
I can't believe I
Mm.
smell.
It's true.
The next day, mark your calendars for 8 days from now, next Monday, the 27th, is going to be a big trade from the Seattle Mariners, sending some package to the Rays for Yandy Diaz.
I'm in. But it's unfortunately on December 2nd.
Okay.
They're going to make a big trade. I have no idea.
Got it. I'm calling my
it's gonna
shot. Pointing. Right there.
I'm writing it down. Colton,
right.
December 2nd. What'd you
Joe,
say?
November 27th.
All right.
Yeah. You're
Joe. All right, guys. Keep that in mind. All right. Let us know in the comments down below. We appreciate you guys watching this stream of Mariner Mojo.
That was great. You're so good at naturally out.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Appreciate